come thick and fast over Christmas. I suppose Boxing Day's fixture is always special, but Salford, given where both teams are in the league, is going to have that extra special edge to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think last week we said I think it's a fixture that everybody looked at when I think July when the fixtures come out, and you always look at the Christmas period, and to have them twice, and it's great. Like it's hard, but it's great, and it's a game we've been looking forward to, and we're probably where we would want to be. Obviously, always want to be at the top, but I think in July and August, I think if somebody says this is where you'll be, you'd have took it like really.
I guess, especially the Boxing Day fixture, the home form's been good this season. I guess that's the incentive going into the game, isn't it? Yeah,
we have to turn. We've had some great performances, in big games, like the Newport game, the Orient game, and probably not had our just desserts really. So we've just got to find that thing that just turns it for us. But lads are in good spirits. We put up a good show on Saturday, even though we didn't win. But I think we could only really point the finger at them a couple of times this season, where it's not been quite good enough. So it's just getting that, maintaining what we're doing and building on it and improving on it.
Yeah, you've mentioned your Orient game, obviously that was the only home defeat. Have there been lessons learned from that? Because obviously it's been a changing system since then, and it seems to have worked well, performance-wise at least.
Yeah, I think the thing we have to learn from is that I think at that stage, I can remember it was clear as day that the game had stopped. They made a substitution, it was a corner against. We'd done ever so well in those situations, and to lose that game after looking after probably one of the best strikers in the league and denying him any efforts on goal, was a real killer, like really. It had only happened to us once before, a similar situation. But I can't really fault the lads, but like you said, we just have to learn from it that when a game's as tight as that, every detail counts.
And brought fresh face in this week, Ben. What are your thoughts on him so far after the first training session?
Well, obviously we know a lot about him, but I just felt it was something that we needed to do. Obviously we have to, probably wait till January the 1st before anybody else really comes in, but we were getting really stretched, and then in fairness, lo and behold, this morning just about everybody's trained, so if that turns for us, then that's even better, because I always maintain that you do a lot of hard work to get yourselves in a position. Now we've got to try and put a foot on the pedal and make sure we're going into January, end of January, then it's got to be full steam ahead to go for it.
I suppose it helps, as you just said, if everybody's fit and firing at training for such a busy period of fixtures. That's certainly a help for you as a manager.
Yeah, I mean, Manny and Robbo have done probably the first training for a week or so, 2 weeks with Robbo. It's just a case of hopefully they come through with no reaction, but that would be great news for me in particular, and obviously for the club, for everybody, that they are okay, because I think like 3 days ago I was determined not to panic, but it was getting a bit worrying. We just had the one back four, that was us, and the skipper's just feeling his toe again, but I expect him to be okay.
And you said when you signed your permanent contract, obviously all of a sudden you go from having an input to being the main man, everything falls on you. I guess of all the periods to start your permanent management part at Wrexham, a very, very busy set of fixtures gives you a lot of headaches as well.
Yeah, I actually thought that Saturday. I thought, I think we'd always been thinking when Sam was here that just to try and broaden our systems of play, that like you said, we had just changed a little bit for a couple of games, but we hadn't really had the time to sort of, with us only coming in the summer, to sort of maybe broaden it to looking at 3 at the back, but we never really had everybody fit. But when everybody's fit, I think we have to have. I think in football now you have to be able to change game to game within a game. We see it many a time now on TV, don't you? Back 3, back 4, and they just slip into it. But it can only be done on the training ground. We can't risk trying to do it during games.
Final word, expecting a big crowd on Boxing Day with being top of the table fixture and especially on Christmas. Just how big a difference does it make? We've seen with Leighton Orient, with Newport as well, getting these big crowds in at the racecourse?
No, it's great. I mean, it's the atmosphere that I've always wanted to be a part of. You know, I keep saying it. I mean, the supporters here have been fantastic to me since I've been here. I just want to try and give them something back, and I think the team do. But we can't just rely on the supporters to get us going. I think we just need to come out of the traps a bit quicker sometimes, and I think we need to show that determination. I think they bounce off each other, but the supporters have been really good when the team have started well. You know, against Orient and teams like that, where we have started to play from the word go, it sort of grows together. So, you know, I mean, the support has been brilliant, and I mean, I think it's just one of those situations that every footballer should thrive on. But obviously, it's a big lift to the opposition as well, up to a point. But you know, I think, like I said before, it's just what every footballer should want to be a part of.
Thanks so much.